Hi guys, TCG Striker here, and I'm back with another video. And today I'm here with a kind of a different video. Recently I've bought a couple of games from the Game Crafter. They're not my own, but I don't really have any products I need to show you right now. Yeah, I bought some games from different people in the community. This is something I want to start doing, is like once a month having a community video where I kind of show off something from the homemade TCG community and kind of give it a spotlight. So I bought a couple of packs from different people's games on the Game Crafter. Unfortunately, the audio on those videos is really bad. I am so sorry to everyone who I opened up their stuff, because that audio is just not usable. So I was originally planning on doing a pack opening video, but instead let's just do a shout out video. I think that will be a pretty good substitution. And yeah, I'll have a link to everyone's channel who I'm opening their stuff down in the description below. And let's get started. Okay, first up we have JedinkGames and his game Minimon Worlds. I admittingly don't know too much about his game. Don't hate me, I just haven't had too much time to really look into it yet. But he's been a fairly active subscriber on my channel, and he actually did a pack opening of one of my games, so I thought I should take a look at his game and see what his cards are about. I have to tell you guys that these cards look amazing. I really like the card back he did, and yeah, like you can actually see here as I play sped up footage that they all look really nice. Basically what I get from his game is that basically it's a whole like mini verse that's been pit into a death match. So you take control of a planet and a certain number of monsters, and you just duke it out with your opponent. He has a bunch of different planets in the game. I think there's like 9 in total. I don't know. Sorry, JedinkGames. Like I said, I haven't had that much time to really look into your game and figure out all the intricacies and stuff like that. But like I said, he actually has a bunch of really good, what I'm assuming is digital art. It really looks like digital art. And he has these full colored cards. And like as you can see, the end product just looks beautiful. JedinkGames, thank you so much for opening up a pack of Tribe Strike. And I actually really like your game. It looks very cool, and I really want to look into it a little bit more so I can actually figure out if I got any good cards, or to be honest, just really how to play the game. But guys, please check out JedinkGames. I'll have a link in the description, and we'll get off onto our next subject. And next up we have Cardsathome with his game Resolution Breakers. I opened up his trial deck Legends. Don't let this picture confuse you. And I have to say something real fast, I had been following Martin, Cardsathome, for a very long time. He's one of the first people that I actually know of that started a YouTube channel on here. And he has a really good game, and his cards kind of remind me of Vanguard a little bit. Just kind of how they're laid out, and I don't want to say like general mechanics, but they just really remind me of Vanguard cards for some reason. But I picked up one of his trial decks, the Legends trial deck, and I made the mistake of only buying one, so sorry I can't quite critique gameplay or even tell you if I found it fun, but it looks like a very fun game. And I looked over the rulebook, and there are a little bit of like there are some complicated parts of the game, but overall it looks very easy to digest for a regular card game player. So like if you've played Vanguard and you've played other games before, I think you shouldn't have too much of a problem trying to learn this game. One thing I do want to say though, this is mostly towards Martin. I love that you put in a rulebook inside the trial deck. The only thing is that I think it might just be my eyes, but I had a really hard time reading that rulebook. It's just like the print was really small. So I was just like wanted to bring to your attention. But again, I love your game. I love these trial decks. And I need to buy one of those new ones you put out so I can actually play a game and see how the game actually flows. Cardsathome will be linked right down in the description below, so please check them out. And next up we have Whogaming's WrathofcoresTCG. WrathofcoresTCG is another one I've been following for a little bit. Well, he hasn't been around nearly as long as Cardsathome. He has been someone who I've actually talked to a little bit, and he's actually entered my contests. And from my understanding, Whogaming makes this game with his friend who basically does line art that he fills in Photoshop and turns it into digital art. And I have to say that their end result looks really good. And I actually kind of attest this, the line art to digital art, to attest to really how well the art comes out. Because I don't know if you guys have ever tried doing line art on like Paint or Photoshop before with the mouse, but it is really hard. I even bought one of those cheap tablets and I couldn't get line art down for the life of me. That's why I had to buy the iPad for digital art, because without it there was just no way I could really get anything down. But again, I really love his art. I really love his game in general. This is one where he's posted some how to play videos, but it's just like I was watching them at a time where I was in the middle of, well, like the middle of the video, then something happened where I had to leave the room and go do something else, and I never actually finished the videos. So now that I have all these cards, I think I should better go back and rewatch those videos. But from what I've seen in the game, the game flows pretty nicely. It mostly focuses on you using your creatures and warriors to destroy your opponent's castle and eventually them. I think actually, now that I say that, I might need a few more packs before I can build a deck, but hey, Whogaming, this shout out has been a long ways coming. You guys, please check out his game. I'll link down in the description. And next we got WrathofcoresTCG. Wrathofcores is a very awesome guy that I've been getting to know little by little this year. I'm trying to remember when he started. I'm not actually quite sure when he started, so I'm not going to say that he's a newcomer or an old comer. But he currently has one set on the Game Crafter, and I picked him up with these very lovely Alto boxes. I think that's what that card's called. But this one, like, I've actually seen gameplay on Arcanim Gaming's channel, which I'll also have a link to him down in the description below. I guess I should, since I mentioned him. But his gameplay is very I don't want to say it's intricate, but it flows very nicely within itself. It really reminds me of Magic the Gathering, to be honest with you. Even though the games play a lot differently than Magic games. Just kind of like the lore and the style of the cards kind of remind me of like a Magic the Gathering cards. If this makes any sense, kind of reminds me of like Magic the Gathering crossed with Hearthstone. But I have to tell you guys, each of his cards are hand-drawn. He does them with colored pencils, which I can, as you guys know, my first run of Tribe Strike was made with colored pencils. So I can actually really appreciate how nice his looked, because mine looked kind of trashy. But yeah, the goal of this game is to destroy your opponent's core, which actually that's kind of similar to Tribe Strike, where the goal is to destroy your opponent's fortress. But yeah, oh yeah, something else that you guys are kind of seeing right now is that each of the cards are full art, which normally I would advise against doing full art cards for your entire game, because it can cause marking on the sides of your cards. But I don't know why or how. Wrathofcores, if you know why or how, please tell me, because I'm actually very curious about this. But I actually flipped the stack of the cards I have of his, like on its side, and looked on it. I don't know if it's something with the card back or the card front, but there is virtually no card marking. There's like a few spots here and there, but that's to be expected. And to be honest with you, you have to have a very, very sharp eye to try to cheat with that little bit of knowledge. So I actually am like very amazed with this. And I have to say something too, is that Wrathofcores, your game did something that I thought was long gone. Like I actually bought a bunch of packs. I bought 4 packs if I remember right. Maybe 3. No, I think it was 3. I don't think I bought 4. Did I? I'm not sure anymore. But when I was like opening your pack and looking through your cards, I found myself like seeing like, oh, this card and this card goes together. Oh, this card also kind of fits with that. Could also fit in that deck. And like before I knew it, I was actually like starting to like put cards together and see like how I can take a deck and build a deck with these cards, which that's actually really, really awesome. I've only had that happen to me with one other card game before, and that was Magic the Gathering, which is, I guess, why it reminds me of Magic the Gathering so much. It kind of gives me that same feel, but I've played a good amount of card games. I've played Yu-Gi-Oh!, Cardfight Vanguard, Kaijudo, Duel Masters. I briefly played the Digimon card game, but that wasn't really fun. And Magic the Gathering, of course. And aside from Magic the Gathering, all those other cards, I had to either buy starter decks or go online and purchase the cards to build a deck. I never really got that feeling of pulling a booster pack and like starting to build a deck in my head, so that's something that I have to really hand it to you, man. You smashed it on that front. This is an amazing product, and for any of you who's looking for a nice afternoon activity to do, just purchase some of these packs and play for yourself. And please check out Wrathofcores' channel. He does amazing work, and he's actually a really awesome guy. Like I said, I've been talking to him a little bit, and really nice guy. I'll have a link for him down in the description below. And last but not least, we have Primeproductions. Now, Primeproductions doesn't actually have a game on the Game Crafter that you can physically go out and buy, but he's actually a really awesome guy, and he actually has a lot of speed art videos on his channel. So if you're really interested in that, go check him out. He's actually a really good artist. He's the one who made the winner of the... Well, I don't think he was the winner, but he was one of the winners of the recent Wrathofcores art contest. As you see, like right here, just phenomenal art. Really nice guy too. Go check him out. Link down in the description below. And that was the first community spotlight video. I'm gonna be trying to do these once a month. It'll probably usually happen towards the end of the month, because also these videos might be pushed to being bonus videos during a week where I already have a pretty important video planned. Like, once I get my game made, there's gonna be like months and months straight of Tribe Strike content, which I'll still try to do these. But yeah, also I just really want to say this right now, please don't spam me for requests to be in one of these videos. I don't have time to check out everybody's channel, and sometimes you might have a really cool channel, but I just don't have enough to say about you to personally fit you in one of these videos. So don't get hurt if I don't put you in one of these videos. Don't get like upset at me or mad at anyone. It's like nothing personal. It's just making videos and having the time to give you a proper shout out and proper review. But again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for this being posted a little later in the day than usual, but have a fantastic Saturday, and I'll see you next week. All right, goodbye.